You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's going on, Black and White sports fans? We're going to be talking about Jay Williams, the former NBA player who actually now works for ESPN. He came out and he gave his assessment on LeBron James, talking about he'll never be 100% again, coming off his high ankle sprain. Now, you guys know where we actually stand on this. We actually think this is a fraud for LeBron James to come out and say something like this. Is absolutely ridiculous. You know, LeBron James will be able to come back from this, but he's just trying to gain sympathy. And just in case, you know, the Lakers fall apart. And right now, guys, they don't look very good. They are not looking like a championship team whatsoever. And now LeBron James is also going to be out for an additional 2 games at least. Okay. So we're going to be talking about his comments, man, because he actually came pretty hard at LeBron James and made LeBron look pretty weak, because we know LeBron James is weak. But first, guys, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today. We have 2 different membership plans. We have the bronze and we have the silver plan, and you get additional videos over there on the website. If you're on the silver plan, you get more videos and you get to be on live stream panels with me and Rose talking about pretty much whatever you want to talk about. If you guys can't do any of that right now, just consider giving a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch. And when you get your merch, make sure you use the discount code LaChanaSuts, S-U-X, all one word, and we're going to give you 15% off votes. So let's go over here and look at this article here talking about Jay Williams here. Ex-NBA player Jay Williams on LeBron James saying he won't get back to 100%. Never heard MJ say that. Now, true, MJ would never say something like this, but I do have a bone to pick also with Jay Williams on this, because Jay Williams actually came out and he said that he believes that LeBron James is the GOAT, but also now he says that Michael Jordan would never say this, okay? First things first, LeBron James is not the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. But let's move on here, and I'll read this to you. Former NBA player and ESPN analyst Jay Williams took aim at Los Angeles Lakers star LeBron James this week over comments he made about not ever returning to 100% after his injury, saying it's not something NBA great Michael Jordan would have ever said. Now, remember, Michael Jordan actually, in the NBA Finals, man, he played the quote-unquote flu game. It was more like food poisoning game. But Michael Jordan still played. He was sick as a dog, man. You can actually tell that he was. And he put the Bulls on his back, 37 points in the NBA Finals game, made no excuses. But LeBron James, he has to make an excuse because of a high ankle sprain. But anyway, Williams said on ESPN Radio Wednesday that while he still believes James is the greatest of all time, which he's not, he's conflicted after hearing him say in his first game back since suffering a high ankle sprain 6 weeks ago that it is impossible to get back to where he was health-wise. Quote, I think that LeBron James is the greatest player of all time. False. I've said it and I stand by it, but hearing LeBron talk about this the other day as a guy who played for the Chicago Bulls, who's watched Michael Jordan for a long time, I've never heard MJ say something like that. Close quote, Williams said. Well, of course not, you know, because Michael Jordan, man, was an alpha dog. LeBron James is a beta. Okay, he just is. He's a social justice warrior, man. He wants people to actually feel sorry for him. Michael Jordan, man, didn't care about any of that. He was not in the excuse business. LeBron James, he's in the excuse business. And he says right here also, MJ just wouldn't have said anything at all. No. Michael Jordan, man, if he was injured, man, he wasn't going to tell you. He wasn't going to actually show you weakness. LeBron James showed you weakness. Now, we all know that LeBron James is a front runner for the most part. He is, he just doesn't have that dog in him, man. He has all the talent in the world, but he just doesn't have that dog in him. You know, he doesn't have that killer instinct, you know? LeBron James is trying to be buddy, with everybody in the league and everything like that. But, during Michael Jordan's day, man, it wasn't like that. And Jerry West has even come out and he's even slammed the NBA players today. He's like, why do you want to be buddy with the enemy? That kind of thing, something along those lines. And LeBron James is just like that, man. He doesn't have that dog in him. He wants to befriend everybody out there. He wants everybody to feel sorry for him. But I'm not sorry for LeBron James at all. I'm not. I mean, if you weren't 100%, don't come back. Because right now, obviously, he wasn't 100%, so he's out again. I don't know for how long. But for LeBron James to actually show the ultimate weakness, saying that he'll never be 100% coming off a high ankle sprain, very much weak, man. Michael Jordan would have never said anything like that. And that's also another reason why that LeBron James will never be the GOAT. Now, Jay Williams, man, he's 100% wrong on thinking that LeBron James is the GOAT. I suggest that he go back and rethink that statement right there because it's just so false, man. LeBron James is just too mentally weak to be the GOAT. Social justice warriors, man, are usually mentally weak. And that's just the way that LeBron is. Like I said, he has all talent in the world. He has 4 titles. But he's no Michael Jordan. Not by any stretch, man. Even Kobe Bryant, the late, great Kobe Bryant, man, had that dog in him. He absolutely had that dog in him. Kobe Bryant, man, actually tore his Achilles. And you never heard Kobe actually say, I'm never going to be 100% again, coming off a torn Achilles. Kevin Durant, same thing. Kevin Durant, younger, of course, than when Kobe actually tore his Achilles. Kevin Durant never came out and said, I'm never going to be 100% again. Never did. LeBron James, the only superstar that I can actually think of that had a significant injury, because I don't want to make any beans about it, is a significant injury. He's the only one that's actually showed weakness and said, I'm never coming back 100%. Tom Brady tore his ACL, never said it. Dominique Wilkins tore his Achilles, never made the excuse that he wasn't going to be 100% again. And this is back in the day before the medical technology is what it is now. It just wasn't back then. It was almost a career death sentence back then. But Dominique came back, and he's pretty dominant. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? Jay Williams actually really starting to question LeBron James about this. I'm never going to be 100% again. I fully expect, man, LeBron James in the future is going to be 100%. If he declines in his game, because eventually, he will, it won't be because of this injury. It just won't, man. We've seen a whole bunch of athletes have high ankle sprains. They come back 100% eventually. LeBron James is trying to make you think that his career is pretty much done. That is the excuse he wants to put out there just in case he fails, so you can feel sorry for him. He gets no such feelings from me. We do not feel sorry for LeBron James here on this channel. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.